I welcome you to our fourth video in the series, Prayer Foundations, thinking about how we enhance, how we learn, how we experience the presence of God. Very first step for me as I think about prayer is what does it mean for me to enter the presence of God? What does it mean for me to experience His presence, to practice His presence? To know how that looks, how it feels for me. Then yesterday in our word of the week, radiance, thinking about how we exit our prayer time with God and we bring into the world where we live radiance and happiness and holiness so that God's presence permeates every moment of our lives, every minute of our day, and permeates every place that we go, that others see that we celebrate God's presence. Well, there are several foundational principles that I am sharing with you. You may also know that the Psalms are an important part of that time that I spend with God. I begin with a psalm I mentioned earlier this week, Psalm 116, beginning in verse 5. The Lord is gracious and righteous. Our God is full of compassion. He protects, He delivers in times of great need. So I am at rest once more, for the Lord has been good to me. There are so many psalms that bring me to the presence of God. I want to share with you today a part of a model that I use. I have this written out. You have it in written form as you access this video or as you access the written materials. I'm going to read this with my head bowed. There won't be eye contact, but this is not exactly what I say every time, but I use it as a model. And you'll be able to see how that it can be expanded and can be adjusted, can be adapted, so that I enjoy my encounters with God, a part of spending time in God's presence every day in prayer and multiple times throughout the day. Something like this. Dear God, here I am again. Time to report in, to update, review, regroup. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be involved in the advancement of your cause around the world. Sovereign Creator God, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. I'm amazed at your wisdom, your power, your plans, your strategies. I can only worship and praise and honor for who you are, for all of those marvelous words and works. And I want to think about my place in this world, the world in which you have placed me, in a way that helps me fulfill your will. I want to think soberly and accurately. Here's what I've tried to do. Here's what's happened. Here are my concerns. Here are my questions. Calm my doubts. Forgive my lack of wisdom, my imperfections, my lack of focus. I want to be tenacious in following you. And I'm always ready to listen for new marching orders. What is my next assignment? What should I be looking for? How do I move forward? Whatever you give me to do, you know that I always need your help, the support of others. I need to see the future more clearly, even as I seek to pass the baton. I know that you already know what I want. Show me what you want. Give me assignments to fulfill your will in this world. I'm listening, silently reverent, contemplating, trying to understand, amazed that you continually want to meet with me personally. I want to mention some things that make my heart heavy: illnesses, struggles, those who are dropping out, some who are weakening. Also, people who need support and encouragement, especially those who are advancing the gospel and the kingdom so faithfully. Keep me aware of eternity. This day, reward my search for the lost. Give me opportunities, advancing relationships with those you have placed in my path. Thank you for time together, for being a part of my life. Well, I'm so grateful to be able to share words like that on a regular basis. They do not become old for me. They do not become repetitive. They are continually enhanced and expanded so that my time with God is an experience each day made richer. Well, next week, beginning Sunday, I'm going to be sharing 7 rhythms of prayer that I use to help me, to guide me. Looking forward to sharing those with you. This week, we will continue for 2 more days to think about prayer foundations, our focus, learning the presence of God in our life, celebrating his presence, and knowing what it means for us to spend time with him. Thank you for being with me. I pray that this day you may know the presence of God and that you might reflect that presence in the lives of all that you meet. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a blessed day.